Alright, family, how are y'all? I hope, I hope y'all are out here doing whatever is needed to be done in order to flourish in this world. Do you hear me? I hope you can hear me clearly. I really do. It is your girl Ari. Welcome back to another episode of On the Air with Ari. It has been 2 months since my second episode, and quite frankly, I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with the lack of consistency that I have displayed thus far. I did state in my first episode and gave a disclaimer that I'm gonna post when I post, but I feel like this right here has become my diary. I don't mind wearing my heart on my sleeve, and I don't mind being an example for others to follow when it comes to just life stuff. So, I'm really finna lock in with this because it has been a lot. And I mean, it has been a lot. And I mean, it has been a lot of stuff going on in my life that I feel like, not necessarily that I've gotten myself into, but I take full accountability for what I allow to happen to me. Lessons, that's all I'm gonna say. There have been lessons. Self-sabotage is a real thing. Self-sabotage is a real thing in this world. Boy oh boy. Boy oh boy. Anyway, this episode is titled Cold Hearts Get Shit Done. Why did you decide to name that, Arya? Why did I decide to name this episode Cold Hearts Get Shit Done? Because I am realizing that in order for me to truly lock in and lock out things, I have to have a cold heart. Does that mean I'm evil? No. Does that mean I'm disrespectful? Does that mean anything entirely negative, like how I treat people? No. It simply means that I have to slow down the lover in me. Right now, I have no business giving more than I receive. I have no business accepting mediocrity. I'm gonna Google the word, but I have no business accepting anything mediocre in my life, starting with myself. Absolutely no business. I'm at the point where I have self-sabotaged myself enough and put myself through situations that have taught me more than once what I need to know about how valuable I am, and how in being valuable, excuse my French, but motherfuckers will take advantage of that. Yes, they will. It's just interesting how on the path of finding yourself, you also find out a lot about others and how you move. I had to realize that when I recognize something is wrong, or when my intuitiveness tells me something, I'm usually right. Rather, that's me being intuitive about something I got going on, like, okay, you don't need to do this, that, and the third. Or just being intuitive about how somebody else is going about treating me, or the energy that's around me. And it's bittersweet because it's like, I don't like, sometimes it can just be better being lied to. But I really don't like when I know things and versus just telling me, I find out spiritually or intuitively, if you may. Can't stand that. I've also learned that my last episode was about not generalizing the black man, and I'm gonna stand on that because I don't generalize my brothers. But a lot of these gentlemen out here have a lot of work to do. And I don't want to say niggas ain't shit, but they have a lot of work to do. And it also forced me to look at myself like I stated in the last episode, what is making me affiliate with certain individuals? What is making me affiliate with people in certain manners? What is making me forgive? What is making me, you know what I'm saying? And I just made me realize I have a big heart. That was the answer. I have a big heart. I always feel like being forgiving, or having a forgiving spirit, or giving grace is very important. Because that's just, for me, God forgives me every day. You know, I don't know your spiritual, walk, but something in the atmosphere forgives you for your shortcomings, whether it's yourself or the universe or God or whomever. So I feel like I have to extend the same gratitude. Thing is, there's this human side that wants to be petty and wants to reflect what I'm giving and wants to be messy and just be toxic, y'all. And it's so terrible because I'm not a toxic person. And I'm not just talking about in relationships. No, I'm talking about in friendships and just how people treat you. But I'm not a toxic person. Like, until you're toxic to me and I reflect it. And I play that game well, and that's scary. But yeah, so it's been a lot going on with that, and I've just been realizing that everybody ain't for you. It's okay, and it's okay. You can accept that and be like, you're not for me. I love you though, from a distance. I've also had to realize that my value is through the fucking roof. I'm not just no regular woman. But I also had to recognize and still recognizing that about myself, because when people treat me a certain way, I'm going to respond a certain way, but I let the universe do what she do. Yeah, having a cold heart get shit done. Having a cold heart forces me to focus on myself. It forces me to, work out every day and be obsessed with me, have that obsession with me and give myself that love that I would want for someone else. But yeah, I've officially accepted and decided to embark on the single journey. I have made a lot of decisions regarding how I love and who I love that weren't as healthy. However, disclaimer, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say that I'm still very picky about who I love, or who loves on me, rather. But I have been grateful for this journey thus far, because it's been showing me a lot about myself. I can be an asshole sometimes. Am I okay with that? It's a good trait to have. It's a good trait to have. We need to pull it out the chamber real quick. But I have just accepted that this is a chapter in my life that I'm going to have to endure. And stand on and stand in and really just hold myself accountable for everything, because I put myself through a lot, and it's like when that ricochets back, you're like, damn, boop, boop, boop. And it's like, yo, I didn't realize that I was just so carelessly going about certain elements in life, I know it sounds like I may be speaking in circles, but I don't want to be too specific, but it's who I choose to let in my space. Just so I choose to let in my space. This single journey has not been easy. Like, when you with somebody for 5 years, that's all you know. So when you're on your own, I'm thinking a year I would be over just the act of it all. But there's been a lot of healing that had taken place, and it's still taking place, from just me understanding that I shouldn't fear being alone. I shouldn't fear being out here by myself. I ain't gonna say by myself entirely, but being away from home can be scary. But there should be no fear in the things that I'm doing, what I'm aspiring to do. There should be no fear in how people perceive me, their perspective of me, because I shouldn't care, I feel like I'm really just pushing a refresh button on my life and blocking out any emotions that may keep me so drained all the time. And that's even my own emotions, because I realize that I'm just a very emotional person. For those who are in Zodiac, my rising is Aries, my sun is Pisces, and my moon is Scorpio. So imagine, like, the personality you present to people is a fire sign, as in, like, I'm been told I'm a firecracker, boop, boop, boop. But my real self, I ain't gonna say real, but my actual personality, like, behind the scenes, with my Pisces, it's like I'm very just emotional, I'm loving, I'm catering. My Scorpio comes with a lot. It's a lot to handle over here. And all that being said, I am really just focusing and honing in on elevating right now. I have a lot of things that I want to embark on, and I've realized that it's hard for me to be consistent with with them, because I be in my head about my past, or about who, what, when, where, why is going to think this, that, and the third, and it takes up too much mental energy. Then I think about how I don't have kids and I'm not married, and I come back to reality with a smile on my face. But since I moved to Atlanta, it has just been something. Like, this would be my 4th year in Atlanta, and I feel like I'm just now locking in. This is my first full year in Atlanta by myself. But I feel like I'm just now locking in on just the things that are required in order for me to thrive. Because this ain't, being on your own in your 20s, trying to navigate life, that shit ain't fun. It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be. It's not fun. I have had fun since I've been here. I've made a few, friends and things of that sort, but I'm still navigating through that, because a lot of people here will manipulate you if you allow them to. And I'm not that type of person that allows it to happen. I have ran into narcissistic people. I'm still dealing with narcissistic people. Opened a can of worms here and there. And just, it's like everybody is just trying to put up this facade. And I'm just so real. I'll be like, look, I ain't gonna lie to you. I bite the bullet for a lot of you. Like, I take the pain, the consequence, because at the end of the day, you're gonna respect me the way I go about things. But I have just realized that everybody down here ain't on the same frequency, which is cool. That's expected. But being from North Carolina, I am a country girl. Everything's a lot slower in Greensboro than it is in Atlanta, and I had to accept that I'm just not a city girl. Don't get it twisted. I like to go have fun, but to be of the flashy shit and things like that, that's not who I am. I tried to, in the midst of me being in Atlanta, I've tried to adapt to, guys that I met or whatever, try to adapt to how they are, how they want me to be. Like, I've been told that I'm too rough around the edges and I need to let a man lead. And I just be thinking to myself, like, you niggas say that shit, but y'all ain't producing nothing that makes me want to let you lead. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've heard that multiple times, and I'm just like, accept me for who I am or not at all. Like, I'm not changing. I'm changing for the elements of me that need to be changed in order for me to elevate. But the rooted parts of me gonna be there. And that's something I had to tell myself, because it's like, either I'm gonna find, my tribe gonna find me, or I'm gonna create my own. Like, I don't have time to be out here modifying myself for other people's acceptance. And I'm not doing that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? So I just became cold. And it gets colder and colder every day. I'm not cold to the people who I care for, the people I love. But everybody else, like, if you're not consistent with me when it comes to friendship, if you're not consistent with me when it comes to communication, fuck you, really. Love you from the heart of God, but there's no substance. There's no need to just sit here and fake the funk anymore. Like, I gets old for me, man. Like, first of all, a lot has happened. I turned 27 February 28th, so happy belated to me. Pisces season was crazy. It was lit, though. It's a lot that's been going on in life. My grandmother turned 65. God bless her. We had a surprise birthday party for her, which I still got to edit that video. But it's just been too much going on in life. And in this big age of mine of 27, to some it may not seem big, but you was once 27. Live your life and move the fuck on. Let me learn my lesson. Give me constructive criticism. If not, move on. But at this age of mine, I don't have time for mediocrity. I don't have time to settle. I don't have time to invest my energy into anything that does not serve me, that does not please me, that does not peace me, that does not make me happy. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, cold hearts get shit done. Because when you not putting all of your mental and emotional energy into trying to making things work that don't work, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I put way too much energy into shit that don't serve me. And the things that I have put energy into that serve me, in those and that individual know who I'm talking about. Putting energy into that was well worth it, because not only did I learn about myself and what needed to be done, but I also learned about how valuable I am. So thanks to that person. But yeah, everybody else, fuck y'all. That's what we're standing on 2024. 2024, yeah, I'm gonna turn up this year, but 2024 is really about rooting myself. Because I turn 28 on the 28th of next year. On February 28th next year, and I'm doing it big. I get tired of disappointing myself. I get tired of being indecisive about things I want to do, not standing on business. Like, standing on business is not like, it's when you tell yourself you're gonna do something, you're gonna do that. And I feel like I've just been so disappointed and carrying a depression from years and years ago to where I'm not doing it. But in the midst of that, I've been allowing other bullshit to fill that space, and it's just been dead ends left and right. And once you realize that, it forces you to pave your concrete differently. It forces you to pave the way differently. Like, okay, this is a dead end this way, so let me turn back around this way, and I'm going to take a different direction. I'm going to take a different route about how I want to go about in life, because what I've been doing has not been working. And I can be real about that. Sometimes we're not real with ourselves about the things that, we need to do in order to elevate in life. But outside of that ramble, all I'm saying is cold hearts get shit done. If you are in a position to where you just been so emotionally down, you have been down on yourself, you haven't been consistent with anything that you're doing in life, you've just been bullshitting left and right, creating excuses, disappointing other people, bringing people down with what you got going on, baby girl, baby boy, make your heart cold. And make your heart cold means that don't mean you're an asshole, don't mean you're petty or you're a dick, anything like that. It just means you have a goal and you're not stopping or letting anything distract you until that goal has been completed. If you meet people along the way who contribute to that, hold them true. If they're loyal, hold them true. But outside of that, if it don't serve you, let it go and be cold with it. Be cold with it. Be raw with it. Be dog with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times when I get disappointed in certain situations, I look at myself and see what role I played, and then realize I disappointed myself, because why would I allow myself to be in such a situation to where I'm disappointed when I know I was going to be disappointed in the first place? Spinning a block is unhealthy. Spinning a block, depending on the block, is very unhealthy. Find you something new. If you need some new D, it's out here. Ladies, don't let these niggas put you in a trance with they danglings. Because you double back and be like, this is not what I remember. It don't feel as good. And you like, I just wasted some coochie on a nigga. Hypothetically speaking. But yeah, same for the men. Find you something new. If whatever you in is not serving you, or you don't see any substance in it, leave. Whether that's a relationship, a job, anything, because this life is too short to just be accepting shit. I let my heart melt when the right person, when I get what I need to get, and the right person make my heart melt. Until then, I'm cold, boy. What Beyonce say? I'm colder than Titanic waters. First of all, this album, that's a whole nother episode. Cause I'm ready for Act 3, boy. I know it's gonna be rock and roll. I know it is. I'm so excited for that rock album. Anyway, but yeah, I'm grateful for a lot of the revelations that I have received thus far. I have a lot of things I need to work on in my life, but at least I know that I'm solo to do so, and I have those in my circle to support me, and I appreciate that. I'm grateful. But yeah, this is a quick episode, good 20-minute episode. I think I'm gonna keep it here, for the sake of the memory in my phone, because I could talk. But if I was to say anything, really just be mindful of your space. Be mindful of who you allow to who you pour into. Be mindful of who you pour into. Be mindful of who you choose to love. Be mindful of who chooses to love you. Sometimes we can't pick, but we can decide on how we respond. And just love yourself. Be obsessed with yourself. Be obsessed with yourself to the point where if you look in the mirror and you're not satisfied, change that shit one day at a time. One day at a time. I just read something. It was like, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Now, who the fuck would want to eat an elephant? I don't know. But it's big as hell. You can't eat the whole thing at once. And that's things about life. You got to take shit one day at a time. But be cold. Be so focused. People gonna be like, dang, she don't fuck me no more. Oh, good. You understood that just from how I'm moving. We ain't even communicate. But the way I'm going about life is showing you how, you know, just showing you how I'm going about it now. You know, just showing you, like, period. Just showing you. I'm tired of talking. I get tired of talking. I'm just gonna get up and show up, period. Only talking I'm gonna do is to God. It's the only one that get me. But yeah, key word for this episode, endurance. Whatever you in, endure it. God ain't no quick ticket answer. Hey, God, I need this, and God gonna be like, hey, here you go. That's not how things work. If you in something right now, endure it. Learn your lesson. Cry. Do whatever you gotta do, and keep it pushing. Save your money. Work on your body. Eat right if you can. You know, this economy is crazy. But give yourself grace and be on these niggas' necks. Ashe. For real. Hey, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all being my diary. I appreciate y'all supporting me and just going through the motions and the emotions with me. Of course, there's more to come. I guarantee I will be a lot more consistent with posting these episodes. Especially being that it's just honestly a lot easier. I just be in my head, y'all. But I have a lot more to share with you all. Next episode, tune in, is going to be about how sex is overrated. I've been sitting on that episode. I have been sitting on that episode for a minute now, since last year. Only because I want to go about it. And I still got topics I want to talk about politically and things like that. We're going to get there. But those require more research because you don't want to just be out here spatting and be wrong. I ain't got no time for nobody to come for me. But yeah, definitely tune in for next episode. Because I'm tired. I'm tired of intimacy not being the priority and sex being the priority. Like, y'all don't care about how women are touched no more, or men are touched no more. It's just like, we out here just becoming baby mamas and daddies and creating more broken children. That's the whole nother episode. But thank you for tuning in to another... Thank you for tuning in to another episode of On the Air with Ari. I am your host, Ariana. I love you all. I cherish you all. And I hope that you all love and cherish yourselves. Be peace, be light, don't fight, always finesse, do your best, don't cause no mess.